What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 online connected franchise mode game. We're in Seattle and it's raining. What else is new, man? As the 3-3 Oakland Raiders go against the 5-1 Seattle Seahawks today. The Raiders, with a 500 record, are looking for what would be their biggest win of the season if they could conquer the Legion of Boom. As, whoa, Derek Carr under pressure just gets that one off. The Seahawks, at a 5-1 record, are looking to continue establishing momentum off to a hot start in this season, and a home win would definitely help that, and a sack definitely helps that, as Cliff Averill takes Derek Carr down on 4th down. Marquette King with a booming punt forces Lockett to retreat all the way to his own 15-yard line, and on top of that, some good special teams coverage, and that'll force the Seahawks' first drive to commence at the 32-yard line. Wilson, with a lot of time, eventually finds Jimmy Graham for a gain of 4 yards. The last time you guys saw the Seattle Seahawks, Jimmy Graham was injured, and he's back. Blackshear was also injured, and he's back, as on 3rd down and 4, Wilson, well protected and able to find Walden, who beats the man coverage of Emerson for the 1st down. Also, the last time you guys saw the Seattle Seahawks, we actually played the Arizona Cardinals. Technically, I didn't get to play that game because my opponent wasn't around, but we ended up getting a forced win for that game. So our record is 5-1, and we had a bye week. So a lot of things happened to CFM, as Graham not able to get that catch on 3rd down, and on 4th down and 8, we're gonna punt the ball with John Ryan and pin him at the 9-yard line. Borderline field goal range right there, can't really go for it, and on top of that, this is a CFM, so you won't see anybody going for that 4th down in that situation because it's illegal to go for it. Unless it's like a 4th down and 1, you won't see anybody taking those chances, as that pass is dropped on 3rd down and 9. ET3 closes on the football and forces Marquette King to come back on the field, but Marquette King is just booming these punts right now. Is Lockett near midfield, but there's a flag on the play, and that is illegal block in the back. 15-yard penalty on the Seattle Seahawks forces the drive to start at the 37-yard line. So right now, the Raiders are trying to establish the field position game with their punting game in this first quarter, with the wind in their direction, as Khalil Mack, usually a pass rusher, forces that swat. 3rd down though, Tyler Lockett outside, and Lockett would by far the biggest play early in this game on that out route, as Blackshear with the carry, just bullying his way for a gain of 4 yards. That is the kind of back Blackshear is, as Wilson, only 3 men rushing, with the other 8 men playing some pretty good coverage right there, forcing the incompletion. 3rd down, Wilson. That pass is swatted by Carl Joseph and Steven Hauschka. It's up and good for the first point of the game. I don't know if my opponent meant to do what he did with Carl Joseph on that play on 3rd down. He brought Joseph down to the line of scrimmage, and it actually helped him a lot, because if he didn't, ProSize would have easily beaten him for at least the 1st down, if not maybe the touchdown. So I don't know if he meant to do it, but whatever he did, it worked very well, as Derek Carr cannot find anything open right now, struggling badly on the offensive end. 3rd down, Cooper nearly comes down with it, but eventually a host of Seahawks forces the drop, and once again Marquette King takes the field. But now in the 2nd quarter, the wind is working against them, and that's gonna lock it. Oh, to nearly hit the home run, trying to break tackles, but he does take it to the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks are the ones with good field position, already near field goal range. CJ ProSize taking this run outside, and ProSize with a 1st down and then some, gain of 14. Next play, this is a screen, but it's covered, and it's gonna be, well, not dropped, just broken up as 2nd down and 10. Wilson, well protected, a theme of the day, and finds Doug Baldwin, and they enter the red zone for the 1st time today. Tyler Lockett on the corner route could not keep both feet in bounds. 2nd down, Lockett getting a lot of targets in this game. That time it's a catch. 3rd down and 5. Wilson one more time, looking end zone. Oh, too high for Doug Baldwin. Looked like he was open, but that is the risk of high passing the ball in those situations. Sometimes the QB will just straight overthrow it, especially in weather like this, even though it looked like Baldwin would have had it if he got a good pass from his QB, as that pass is caught for a big gain. The Raiders looking to get something going downfield for Cooper. The Raiders still have a lot of good core players on this offensive end. Obviously, Derek Carr and Amari Cooper are there. Walford, the tight end, is there. And then they have Alshon Jeffrey at the wide receiver spot as well. So It's a dangerous offense, but right now, this is a dangerous Seattle defense that is just boxing them up. Marquette King, a familiar sight, punting the ball, and punting the ball well he is doing, pinning the Seahawks at the 4-yard line. Jimmy Graham with a rare rush up the middle, gain of 2 yards. A little bit of trickery, second down, Walden. No trickery there, that's just a good pass from Wilson, who's a little bit inconsistent to start this game, 6 for 13 passing. Usually Wilson a little bit more accurate in these games, as second down. There's the inaccuracy of Russell Wilson again, just straight up missing Tyler Lockett. Here's Niall Davis on third down, almost getting the first down on the pitch, but we're going to go to the 2-minute warning with a 4th down and 1, and John Ryan punting the football in. A pretty decent punt right there, and not only, getting a lot of yardage on that, also kicking that in the corner to where the returner cannot get his hands on the football. Second down, play action, Carr, roll out to the left, and a dime in the corner, got the catch right there. That's the second time they run a rollout play for some success, and that seems to be the one theme that they are getting going, but that is not gonna work. Cam Chancellor all over that one, and bam, Cam showing off his vision and his legs. Pick 6, and that'll put the Seahawks up 13-0. Amari Cooper, he nearly showed off his 40-yard dash time, but Jeremy Lane got a terrific swat on that ball. Second down, Carr under pressure, just gonna throw that one away. 3rd down and 12, or 3rd down 10 minute in the game, in the half left, I should say, as Carr outside, one-on-one. Cooper cannot get it. The Legion of Boom shutting down everything Carr is trying to do, and Marquette King with his worst punt of the day, and it was still a pretty good one. Seahawks start with a minute, or actually a little under a minute left at the 32-yard line. Good chance to get some points in this game. A field goal, a touchdown, whatever it may be. Just want to make sure this is the last drive and a half. Oh, but it won't be. David Emerson had a pick 6 if he didn't dive on the ground. I don't think he expected to get the ball as he gets sacked on the next play by Mike Morgan. Calls his first timeout of the half and nearly gets sacked again by Morgan. That's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 18. Carr rolling out. Dangerous pass through the hands of Shed, and Marquette King coming out to punt the ball, and will punt it once again, giving the Seahawks some tough field position as Lockett actually gets his hands on that one. But from our own 9-yard line with 20 seconds left, really not much motivation to try to chuck it up downfield, because there's more risk than reward to doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep on the ground, heading to halftime with a 13-0 lead. I'll take that, though. At the same time, I really wish that we didn't have that interception on that out route right there. And that was just a really good play by Emerson. Usually that out route works all the time. Emerson was in a deep blue, and he just made a terrific break on the football. So I mean, that's just something that'll happen every once in a while, I guess. This is all Madden, so defenders do make really good plays on the ball. We do get ball coming out of halftime, though. So we got the 13-0 lead. We get the ball. We just got to play, at this point, 13-0 as Walden actually gets the catch right there. Looked like it was about to bounce off the back of his helmet. A second down. There's Procise on the catch. Procise with space upfield, and he takes it to the 41-yard line. That's what I was talking about that play earlier when Carl Joseph swatted the ball. That time, Carl Joseph, or no one really, was near the line of scrimmage to stop Procise, and it was a catch. So, he didn't make that adjustment that time, as Wilson leaving the pocket, and Wilson getting a gain of 5 near the red zone. 2nd down and 5. Wilson got, it looked like he had some good protection, but up the middle, Mario Edwards Jr. forces the incompletion. 3rd down and 5. Wilson throwing. That's Walden with the catch, but not the first down. And for the 3rd time today, Steven Hauschka on the field. Kick is up, and kick is good. I don't believe we missed a kick this year, which is a far cry from what we were doing in the postseason last year. So we kind of got our mojo back, at least in the regular season, as that's a big hit after a gain of 8 yards. Trying to run the football, but the running game is going absolutely nowhere. So with this nice lead, as I was trying to say near the start of the quarter, what we want to do is just rely on our defense, as 4th down, this is a fake punt and a completion. Marquette King is doing it all today. Easily the Raiders MVP. They're still down 16-0, but this could give them some life. That check down is not going to work at all. Walford maybe got to gain a half a yard. A 2nd down, Walford falls down, and it's intercepted by Bogle, who falls down to the ground. The 2nd time in this game that it looked like someone had a pick 6 and it didn't fall down. So I guess we're even at that point. I really don't know what button I pressed to make him fall down. X, Y, something, but we'll take the pick nonetheless. Enter field goal range. A field goal here makes it a 3-possession game, so we definitely don't want to turn the ball over. But right on cue, Xavier Howard gets his hands on the football and forces a huge turnover for this Raiders team that badly needed something to go their way. But if they really want to have a chance, they got to do something on the offensive end. They haven't even shown the ability to get in the field goal range, let alone get touchdowns that are definitely necessary at this point to come back in this game midway through the third. Carr feeling the pressure on third down. That's part of the problem. He's not really being protected right now, and on fourth down, King punts the ball. Tyler Lockett on the return. We're going to take it outside, but some good coverage by the Raiders throughout. But the Seahawks once again start off a good field position near midfield. This time, just gotta make sure we don't turn this ball over. Wilson throwing a nice little 3-yard gain. Second down, outside, big play the ball in if he gets it, and he does. A gain of, what, 23 yards on that one? Now we're looking for play action. Now we're looking for the home run shot. Ball in the air and intercepted. Howard again gets his hands on the football, and the Raiders once again with a chance to try to make something happen. Derek Carr's under pressure a lot today. It's kind of a miracle he hasn't been sacked more. He's been able to get those balls just off in time. This time he got a lot of protection, taking a shot, and Amari Cooper, he's free for the touchdown. No one within sight. Earl Thomas just fell down trying to cover that one once Cooper got the catch, and the Seahawks the Raiders not only get the touchdown, they get the 2-point conversion to throw in the flats to the running back, and it's a 1-possession game in a game that the Seahawks have absolutely dominated. But we are in danger of really just blowing this one right here. We gotta get, well, we just can't throw interceptions. That's the second time we've thrown an interception in field goal range with a chance to make it a 3-possession game. So at this point, gotta play smart, gotta play like the veteran team that the Seattle Seahawks are, a team that won the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago, made the AFC Championship game. So, these kind of situations are nothing new for us. We know how to capitalize in the fourth quarter, make smart plays. Second down, finding Walden for the first, and nearly stripped of the football. It takes us to the 42-yard line. One thing you'll notice in this game as we complete the out route to Walden at the start of the fourth quarter is that this guy was only rushing 2 people a couple of times as he gets a forced fumble. Big play if he could pick it up, but he doesn't. But yeah, he's only been rushing 2 a couple of times, and that's actually illegal in the CFM. He does it right here. You're supposed to rush at least 3 people. So, I don't know what the hell he was doing. I was like, all right, we'll just try to win the game nonetheless. But, something you definitely keep an eye on. Third down and 8. Big play in the game. Wilson just gets the pass off to Jermaine Kearse. He was occupied by that out route we were throwing a couple of times. A little bit too occupied as we get the drag route for a completion, and now we're trying to chew up that clock as well as get first downs. Blackshear gonna do a little bit of both, trying to run over the last man, takes it to the 7-yard line. Now 4 minutes to go. Niall Davis on the carry, getting about half the yards necessary to get in the end zone, trying to get the rest right here, but he's actually gonna lose some, losing 2 yards. Third down and goal. Play action. Russell Wilson looking for the dagger, looking for Graham, way too high, and also 3 Oakland Raiders in the vicinity, so that really didn't have a chance of happening. We had a dude open in the flats. I don't know why I didn't throw it there. But the most important thing on that drive, get the field goal that we've been really just begging to get. Just get that 1 field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and we're pretty much straight at this point as long as our defense plays the way they have been. But we just got to make sure we don't give up what we gave up on that last drive. A big play on that post route to Amari Cooper. Definitely a game-changing receiver. So we got some eyes on 89. Probably going to spotlight him for the rest of this game. And on third down, he tried to do just that. Post route to Cooper, but forced an incompletion. Now 4th down and 8. Game almost on the line. Carr throwing it up for grabs. And it is grabbed, but by Richard Sherman. Big-time players make big-time plays. We got the pressure, we got the INT, and we also got that field goal on that last drive, and that's pretty much the difference between a Raiders team that's about to go 3-4 and a Seahawks team that is about to go 6-1. Third down and 11, actually passing the football late in this game, trying to get that first down. That's exactly what we do. Gonna make sure he burns the rest of his timeouts right here. That's the most important thing. Not really gonna even try to get a first down at this point. Most important thing, make him lose his last timeout here. Then on third down, don't even have to pass the football, just run it right here. And then on 4th down, take our field goal, and we'll give him what, like 20 seconds to make some miraculous comeback. So there's good clock management right here. But one thing we're gonna do is actually not take the field goal from the 35-yard line. There is a chance we could miss this. And if we do miss it, he gets the ball like the 40-something yard line. So we're actually going to bring out John Ryan and punt the football, try to pin him, because at this point, 2-possession game, we pin him at like the 5-yard line as we get a beautiful punt, maybe for a safety, almost for a safety. That worked out perfectly. 1-yard line, 14 seconds left. It's hard to go downfield once. He's got to do it twice as Amari Cooper gets the catch, but that play will be the last play of the game. The clock's going to run now on the Oakland Raiders, and the Seattle Seahawks claim this one in the rain. Pretty much on some dominant defense throughout. Besides one big completion to Amari Cooper, that was just stifling. As you guys see, we ran the football a lot, pretty much to no avail. No one really broke anything besides one pretty good CJ Pro-size one run and one good Blackshear run. But the defense, as usual, they did their thing. That's what we do with the Seahawks, man. It's not, a flashy style of play. It's really conservative on the offensive end because as long as we get those stops, we just got to make sure we don't turn the ball over. In the second half, I was trying out some plays, and they definitely didn't work. So we'll just throw those plays away and move on to the next week. So leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 17 Connected Franchise, whatever you guys like, and I'll catch you guys next time.